give you the essence of the meeting that we are holding for the last 2 days. This is phase 2 of bottom-up ideation and brainstorming for the public sector bankers of the country. In phase 1, all the banks all over the country, and more so in Karnataka, went through 1 or 2 rounds of brainstorming at the regional office headquarters. Typically, a region of a bank has between 40 to 75 branches reporting to them. These branches were called to one place, and the aim was to find out from the grassroots level, on a self-assessment mode, in a common format, how we are aligned to the national priorities, and in a particular geography, as different banks operate under the guidance of their respective management, if a particular bank is doing better or another bank is not able to do better, to learn from each other's best practices, to have a healthy competition. Now, the themes were organized into 9 areas, 3 of which were of national importance. Making India a $5 trillion economy, because it covers everything and it is on top of our Honorable Prime Minister's overarching theme for economic advancement of our country, was one topic. The second topic was establishing a financial grid for the country. As you know, a financial grid is much beyond a banking system or much beyond an insurance system. Credit card, debit card, payment ecosystem, how the entire thing will function, this was covered under the establishment of financial grid. Public sector banks has been in the eye of discussion for corporate governance. So corporate governance, whether we are governed as per best practices, what are the changes that we need to do in administering ourselves, this was the third topic. Then there were 4 topics relating to credit, retail credit, MSME credit, agri credit, and general credit also was discussed. So these were the topics which were discussed at length, how we can make India a hub of retail. The papers relating to this, the initial discussion papers, were written by leading experts in the field. For example, the retail credit related paper was written by Mr. Aditya Puri. The MSME related paper was written by UK Sinha, who chaired the committee relating to growth of credit to MSME sector. And similarly, there were 2 relating to adoption of technology, namely how to increase digital payment in the country, and second relating to increased use of technology in the banking system. All these were debated at length. All these were found to be topics of interest, not at the senior level. So after the first phase thing was over, all these 9 topics had a large number of subtopics and data points. All these data points, like for example under retail, we discussed about education loans, the flow of credit to farmers was discussed under agriculture, Swachh Bharat was discussed under corporate social responsibility, credit to infrastructure over the last few years was discussed under corporate credit, So all these points were aggregated, data and ideas both were converged into one, and after the concerned banks, the respective banks, did their initial shortlisting of ideas, then there was an interbank level consultation and ideation which was held yesterday and it is going on today. As we speak, senior officers, both regional managers and zonal managers of banks have met together, and this is a great sign of camaraderie, bonhomie and partnership between banks, and together find solutions so that the public sector banking sector, which in different states control between 65 to 75% of banking, if we take the lead, then the problems of the nations will be resolved sooner than later.
ಮೊದಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಖೆಗಳ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ 2 ದಿನಗಳ ಶಿಬಿರ ನಡೆಸಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶನದ ಮೇರೆಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕುಗಳನ್ನು $5 ಟ್ರಿಲಿಯನ್ ಇಕಾನಮಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯುತ್ತಾ ಮತ್ತು ಉಳಿದ 8 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಶಿಬಿರಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿದೆವು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅನುಮೋದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು SLBC ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನೆಯಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಚರ್ಚಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಆಯಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕುಗಳ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರುಗಳ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಇದನ್ನು ದೇಶದ ಮಾನನೀಯ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು, ದೇಶದ ಮಾನನೀಯ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ವಿತ್ತ ಸಚಿವರಿಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅವರ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಇಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾಪಗಳನ್ನು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಖಂಡಿತ ಅನುಮೋದನೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಥಮ ಹಂತ ಆಗುವಂತ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ದೇಶ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬಾಟಮ್ ಅಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಳ ಸ್ತರದಿಂದ ಶಾಖೆಗಳಿಂದ ಈ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಉನ್ನತ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯುತ್ತಾ $5 ಟ್ರಿಲಿಯನ್ ಇಕಾನಮಿ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯುತ್ತ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಗಳು ಈಗ ಸಿಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿನ ಮಾನನೀಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಹೇಳಿದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಒಟ್ಟು ಸೇರಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸ್ತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಖೆಗಳ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ, ಎರಡನೇ ಸ್ತರದಲ್ಲಿ SLBC ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು ದೇಶಾದ್ಯಂತ ಶಿಬಿರಗಳು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಇವೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಸ್ತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಯವಾಹಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ಸೇರಿ ವಿತ್ತ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಇದನ್ನು ಚರ್ಚಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮುಂದೆ ಈ ಅನುಮೋದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತಾರೆ.